You guys come in here, share the live, subscribe to the channel. We got to talk about President Joe Biden says mystery East Coast drone sighting are nothing serious. Now, let me play this, let you guys hear it. We're going to get started. Wait till you guys time in. We're going to get on this ball rolling. We're going to get started here.
And aircraft sightings all across the eastern part of the United States. Now, President Joe Biden gave his first public remarks on the matter, saying there's really nothing alarming about this. Listen.
Nothing nefarious, apparently. We've been checking it all out. I think it's just one. There's a lot of drones authorized up there. I think one started and they all got it. Everybody's want to get in the deal. But we're following closely. So far, no sensitive data.
So let's bring in CBS News national investigative correspondent Tom Hansen. All right, welcome, friend. President-elect Donald Trump, on the other hand, says the military knows what the drones are. Mr. Biden, though, doesn't seem to have that ominous tone. So how do we square that, and what do you know today?
Yeah, well, I think both of those things can be true. I think both sides are saying that the military does, in fact, have an idea, or, the semblance of an idea of where these drones are coming from. We had a joint statement that came out from the FAA, the FBI, the DHS, the Pentagon, saying that a lot of these sightings are actually manned aircrafts or other things that are floating in the sky that are perfectly non-threatening and perfectly mundane. They said there was nothing anomalous coming out of their reports. Now, we do know...
Let me stop this. These are not man-made drones. They throwing you guys off with this lie. Man, these white people, they don't have no certain knowledge why their judgment is here. Fam, their judgment is here. 6,000 years of corruption have been on this land. And we will never forget. We will never forget. The reason why they're keeping this a secret, because they failed to tell you why they're here. Well, you might ask, are they here for particular people? Are they here for a group of people? Are they here for the governments? Are they here for us all? Here's why Biden breaks silence on drones in the U.S. What he says changes everything. It's been uncovered by the U.S. government after drone sighting across the country, and the impact could increase. Now, President Joe Biden have addressed the mysterious drone sighting in New Jersey, saying there is no sense of danger. Now, he's saying there's no sense of danger. The question is why it matters. In recent weeks, a wave of drones activities have been reported across New York, New Jersey. Speculation is going over why the number of sightings have increased, where the drones may have come from. Who is flying them? Now, common sense. Why the drones is here? That's the question that everybody want to know. That's the question that's been kept for many of you Americans. Why the drones are here? That's what we need to ask, right? We need to ask that. Why they are here. Now, I've been telling you guys, are they here for a particular people? Are they here for a group of people? Are they here for us? Are they here for the governments? Who they are here for? You see, when corruption had appeared on the land, when God has remembered their iniquity, common sense, why these drones are mysterious. Because they are not drones. They making you call them drones. Now, I want to read this article in the New York Times. The U.S. is not ready for these UFOs, extraterrestrial contract. Now, area phenomena are a potential national security threat and even to be investigated, and many threats they will pose can put the country in serious danger. Now, Joe Biden stated that these so-called drones are not a national security threat. I just read to you, brothers and sisters, that UFOs pose a potential national security threat. Lawmaker warned. This is coming from Andre Carson on Tuesday, warned that UFO pose a potential national security threat to the U.S. and need to be treated that way during highly anticipation hearing with the Pentagon's top intelligence officials on UFO sightings. Need to be treated that way. But why are they not treated that way? Because the government failed to tell you. See, Joe Biden don't have a clue. And since he don't have a clue why they are here, the motherships are here revealing themselves. See, in 1930, the Canadians report seeing the motherships. See, in 1947, the Roswell incident, the motherships was spotted. Militaries had a secret encounter with extraterrestrial life. Not only that, our military governments went to war, and this had been kept secret, and many people want answers. Now, there have been many multiple eyewitnesses seeing strange sight, and what the Congress fails, they fail to make a claim that multiple eyewitnesses seeing. Now, this been covered. This been, covered for over 30 years. Congress didn't want to bring this information out. They failed to bring this information out because they didn't want to tell the people why the motherships was here. See, the motherships is here, my brothers and sisters, to destroy this present world of evil. You see, it says here, this world evil to show the wisdom and mighty powers of God who came to destroy an old world and set up a new world. See, the nature of a new world is righteous. See, the nature of a new world cannot be righteousness as long as unrighteousness is in its midst. So the same type we see of these mother planes was used by the original God to put mountains on this planet. They've been visiting our earth for over 50 years. At the most base, triangle will represent a merging of spiritual and earthly realms, showing that a God is present. See, we see in the 1930, the Canadian newspaper stated that they saw this mother plane. It came down out of the sky. They admitted that it looks like a great city, and something came down from it and appears to be a tube. But that tube thing went back up again. So the United States knew about E.T. present. They knew about the Roswell incident. They knew that they've been trying to shut this down because there have been many multiple eyewitnesses seeing strange sightings. So it says here, a number of these people was shut down, came forward. They had been trying to testify before Congress for 30 years. They've been trying to bring this in and testify that Congress had denied eyewitnesses seeing strange objects, you guys. Now, I'm going to play this clip. Listen to what these people are saying.
That they have deployed deployed drone busters technology. That's the sophisticated software that they were launching to assist New York and New Jersey in investigating this. Also, trained personnel who can spot drones and analyze their movements and things like that. But still, all of that coming out has not been satisfactory for so many people in the public and a lot of municipal law enforcement out there who are still in the gray territory when it comes to the facts on this matter. Some of the facts that we do know, Reed, 1 million registered drones currently in possession for some civilians, some commercial. 400,000 of those are commercial, another 400,000 are recreational. So there are a lot of things hovering around in the sky. And I can tell you from going out with law enforcement myself, one law enforcement in Seaside Heights, New Jersey, they were launching drones up into the sky themselves to see if they could capture any clear images of these mysterious objects floating in the sky. It's very difficult to distinguish what's a plane, what's a star, what could be a drone. A lot of these flight paths are along these heavily traveled.
Man, these are not drones, man. I don't know why these people see the white man. They don't have no knowledge to give, man, but to sell people stories, man. They give you guys this story. They want to drag it out. They want to milk it down. They want to water it down, but fail to tell American people what's out there. There's multiple eyewitnesses seeing what they saw, and Congress been keeping this secret for over 30 years. Now, your president, Joe Biden, said that they are not a threat. He just stated that they don't pose a national security threat. I said they pose one. And I said, why are they coming here to pose a national security threat? Because of 6,000 years, this white man, this devil, has been here on this planet Earth and has been conflict. And I'm finna get to the bottom of it. I'm finna read, and you guys, I want you guys to listen to every step that I'm reading, because this is gonna make sense why the mothership is here, why they are angry. They're not coming to explain. They're not coming to explain anything. They see the Anunnaki, they're not coming here to explain. These extraterrestrial human beings, they're not coming here to explain themselves. They're not. Okay. You will not think that they will hide themselves out to be stool pigeons, white man bootlickers, Uncle Toms in these modern times of advanced education. But they are doing just that. They do not want the praise and exhortation of God and their own black people. See, they want it from their slave master children. See, their slave master children will give it to them as long as they reject themselves in kind and worship white people. The white man is very clever in making public fools of the black man. They showed the brown, yellow, and red man what a good job they had done on the black man in America and throughout the earth. He's doing what nature bid him to do. I do not blame this white man anymore for making fools of our people. It is the nature of the white man to make a fool of our people. It's not the nature of our people to allow him to make a fool of us. Now, if you continue to let this white man to make a fool of you, he will continue to lie to you, just as they're doing right now. They don't want to tell the world what's out there. But if you continue to let him make a fool of you in this day and age, then he would just do so. But when you have been given, my brothers and sisters, knowledge of yourself and nature in which God creates you, you still allow this enemy to make a fool of you, then you do not have the sympathy of God and the righteous after knowledge. The divine term that was given to this right race to allow them to make a fool of the black man and rule him with tricks is now up. The devil with his tricks must be removed. He was given this chance to deceive you with his trickology. And therefore God will not hinder the devil from tricking you if he can. This is written in the Holy Quran, chapter 7. But God promised hellfire to both the devil and his followers, whom we can get from the black nation. Therefore, you and I, after the knowledge of the devil, his tricks, his term, should not blame anyone but ourselves if we allow the devil to trick us, for that is the job of the devil. It is his nature. We blame ourselves and not this enemy. See, you lust for his have new women and thirst for whiskey and beer. You desire gambling, robbery, killing each other for the personal properties of others. This is the work of the devil upon you, my brothers. You do not have to allow him to cause you to live such a life. Do not blame them. Blame your foolish self. It have always been a policy of the white man to use a black man against a black man, especially leaders. Look at history. See how he deceived and killed off black leaders of foraging land, and then they took over themselves. This should be a lesson for you and me. We the Muslims have watched our people who have come amongst us as eyes and ears and stool pigeons for white folks. When they have come converted to the truth and joined us, they confess that they are ashamed, that they are worked against us for a few perishable dollars. We know that this white man is our enemy. Whatever we are, he offers some silly so-called Negro a high office and higher pay to work against us Muslims, the righteous, or any so-called Negro, whether he be a Baptist, Methodist, Holy Roller, or Sanctified. See, some so-called Negro will work against him for this white man. It is a shame in such modern time to see black politicians and preachers accepting positions to work against their own black people for a few dollars, for a race whose time have come to an end. These people, time have come to an end. They don't know that their time is coming to an end. They don't know this, man. They so dumb that they're going to take the people to the fall of America. We are justified in taking it if the white man give us $1 billion or $100 billion. See, we deserve it in this day and time. But we are not justified to sell our life for such a gift in this day and time. See, you are not justified, my brothers, to sell your life in this gift in this day and time. So you got to declare yourself a Muslim and see how much this devil will give you. The devil will give it to you if you just bow down. Yes, Satan will give you his kingdom. If you just bow down, he'll give you all of it. So you can't sell your gift in this day and time. So you got to declare yourself a Muslim and see how much this devil will give you. See, the devil will give it to you if you claim that you're not a Muslim. He'll give it to you. I'll give you all this. And we will give it to you if you preach that we are not devils, you see. If you preach and tell the world who we now are, I'll surely take care of you. So it says here, declare yourself a Muslim today and see how much this devil will give you. He would say, we'll give it to you if you preach that we are not devils. We will answer that it's just the same. If you do not teach the truth from me, so I can continue to deceive the world of your kind, I will help you. Now we got to remember what the Bible teaches us, that Satan said to Jesus, all these things I will give you if you fall down and worship me. See, Matthew 4:9, and he showed him the kingdoms of the world. You see, perhaps you will be off of the world of this wicked pretty soon. And so the Bible says, what profit a man if he gains the world and lose his own life soul? This is a warning to the preachers. See, a little money, if it's dying value, will not help you against God's aim and purpose of the resurrection of the dead, the lost found members of the nation. You will lose your life. For so doing, you should. We call innocent ones who are blind, deaf, and dumb to go to hell with yourself and the enemies. Allah God came forth in the person of Master Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever. The Son of Man, as it is written, is seeking to save that which was lost and to restore it again, that which had gone astray. He said to me that he would eat the rattlesnake to save our life, and that he will walk 40 miles up a mountain to teach this one in order to save his life in exchange for our safety and return to home. So I have taken him for my God and my Savior. I advise you to do the same, regardless of the office or the money, with his fast becoming worthless. See, Jesus refused the money and dwelt upon the truth that is written that we must not worship Satan. Satan places behind us and not in front of us. See, we must not worship Satan. Because Satan's going to tell you, ain't nothing you got to worry about. You ain't got to worry about. You know, these drones don't pose a national security threat. You ain't got to worry about. But these ain't drones, brothers. You ain't got to worry about what's out there because they don't pose a national security threat. This is what Joe Biden's saying. They know what's out there, but they fail to tell you. See, it's the nature of Satan to try to deceive. See, it's the nature of them to try to deceive the very angels of heaven, not to think of the fools who are in his hell today. See, in the Bible, we see Revelation. It is written that you accept the enemy and go down to the lake of fire. And go down into this lake of fire. So you got to read the passages of the Bible, withdraw on your time of yourself. Let's play this for a minute because they've been lying to you.
Air routes. So you're seeing a lot of different objects in the sky at any given time, and if it's at night, everyone's vision is not as good at night. So there's a lot that can be explained away, but still a lot of answers. Lawmakers in a closed-door meeting yesterday were briefed, and they came away after about 90 minutes saying, sure, we were told that these things are not posing a threat to the communities, but show us the data. So a lot of...
Look, they are making themselves present, man. Right now, they might not be opposing a threat to the country, but they are making themselves present. So if you're trying to shoot them down, idiots, that each mother plane carried bombs, explosive bombs. So if they want to plan on shooting it down, as your President Trump said, shoot them down without thorough investigating, shoot them down. Just look at this person, man. Look at this person on the screen. He is more worried. He is so worried. See, the American white people are more concerned about this mistreatment on this black slave of America than America is concerned with any nation on earth that is attacking our outlying posts. Her enemies are intensifying attack on her. America right out of the frying pan into the fire all over the earth due to her evil intention against her loyal black one slave. Her talk of evil doing against this black one slave in America is worse than it is against independent nations that they are trying to attack, destroy her country. See, why America have more hatred for the black one slave and her millers who are faithfully fighting on the frying line to help her against her enemies than she is against enemies that they are shooting down. See, white America talks of building concentration camps, prison houses for the black one slave, the black man in America. I'm told that white America have concentration camps built for that purpose. Concentration camps are a jailhouse, prison house. This is why I cry day and night to my black brothers and sisters to seek refuge in Allah in such a time as this. The Muslim do not have to worry about any such imprisonment. For the Muslim is already a citizen of the Nation of Islam. And we have our own people, Muslim, to deliver us by the order of God. This is why it is necessary that the black man in America accept Allah God on his name, and get out of the names of the enemy, white slave master, who does not seek to bring about peace for us. Enemies seek to bring about our death. Why America want her black slave to suffer that which is not due to the black one slave. The black one slave has not sinned, nor has the black one slave attacked other nation, except under the orders of his white slave masters. You see this Independence Day? We see who Independence since 1776. You black men have been worshiping the 4th of July along with the real authors of the 4th of July, the white man, as a day of independence for themselves. Who Independence Day was this? After the white man took this day of independence, 1776, from the native Indians who had the independent claim called the country of America. They took it to celebrate the joy of others. They rolled in their Declaration of Constitution, not for you, but for themselves and their kind. You don't think why we see these judgment coming on America? You don't understand why everything is set up? You don't understand why they are now in fear? They biting in rage at their fingertips? You don't understand why the motherships is here? See, Isaiah 18 verse 1 stated, whom to the land shadow with wings. See, this refers to America. Her cities is shadowed with plains. You see. It is these white slave masters and his children who enjoy setting forth the 4th of July as a day of rejoicing over achieving this country of independence from any other foraging source we see. Now the history of the 4th of July shows that it is the Independence Day of the American white man. They wrote their Declaration of Independence for themselves. The white man did not put anything in the Declaration of Independence for the benefits of the black man who was a servitude slave of the white man at that time. This is why their judgment is here. The joy with the black slave experience on these holidays of this white man was due to the black man getting rest from his labor. And the day which the white man has set aside for celebration, it is all this black slave will be rejoicing over, that he did not have to work that day. But you are free now. You do not need this for an excuse for you worshiping the 4th of July. There is no further need for us to worship the gang of this white man's independence. Let us take a look again at our own black independence. How we came on this same day of the 4th of July at the coming of Allah God, who came in the person of Master Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever. The coming to us on the Independence Day of the white man is very great. See, it's their day of rejoicing, as with former people and their governments. Their destruction took place when it was at the heights of their rejoicing. The kings, according to the Bible history of him, we see Daniel chapter 4, was walking around in his palace, proudly looking around and admiring the skills of the work he has set up, and says, has not all this my hands have made? The Bible teaches us that while the word was in his mouth, the end came. Allah God changed his mind and heart from that of a civilized man to a mind and heart of a beast. He had the brain reaction of a wild beast, which cast out amongst the dumb. What does that signify? It gives us a gleaming into the history of this white man and his being cast out of society of the Muslims 6,000 years ago, after he was made and then started trouble amongst the people of righteousness. See, trouble calls the white man into the heel and case size of West Asia, as Europe was called at that time. So Allah God taught me. A name was changed to Europe after the white man was cast to that area. Europe means a place where people are bound in, to keep them out of society of the righteous. See, Moses made the white man as an independent race through the guidance with Allah. God gave Moses to guide the white man out of his savage cage life and put him on the role of conquest of the black man. See, it's not in their nature, my brothers, to do good. The white Man was made to, were made a people to be destroyed. They don't have it today. It's not in their nature to have a desire to love you. For 400 years, the white man swallowed us up, the black man of America. See, he did not put us in the hole of the earth, but he swallowed us up by keeping anything like wisdom from coming to us. He set it bound against our own black people visiting us in order to prevent them from teaching us anything other than what this white man was teaching our fathers, our slave fathers. So they didn't have it in their nature to love you. Because if they love you, then where's the evidence? If they love you, where is our restitution? See, I've been saying this for a very long time, that America should be judged. But white people want to say, well, God is loving and he is so merciful. He's a merciful God. But the judgment has arrived. See, you got to get out of the making of Christianity and get to a real religion of Islam, which teach us a brother will die for a brother. To get out of that silly white American Christianity, because it would teach you that if the enemy comes in an hour when you least expect him, and he slap you on one side, you turn another with enough love. Now, if he takes your coat, you don't act for it. You're supposed to love those that love you, but this enemy doesn't love nobody. He got you preaching in some alley, some valley what God hates. But these people on the screen, they're supposed to be better than God, call themselves Christians. These people call themselves Christians, but yet tell you that there is no such thing as aliens out there. Tell the whole world, don't worry about it. They tell you something about some drones don't pose a national security threat, but these things is not drones. There have been multiple eyewitnesses seeing strange sighting, and Congress been keeping it secret over 30 years. Over 30 years. And President Joe Biden says they don't pose a national security threat. See, there are thousands. I mean thousands. They're not flying thousands by thousands of drones, because the Lord is saying he's coming amongst thousands of his holy ones. They're not flying thousands of drones. So the question is, why is America, her cities, is shallow with rings? Because the Lord is coming amongst thousands. He's coming amongst thousands of his holy ones. But they tell you don't believe what's in the sky. But the Lord says he's coming amongst thousands of his holy ones. He's not coming to give any further knowledge. He's not coming to give any instructions, but he's coming amongst thousands and thousands of his holy ones. But they tell you, don't believe what's in the sky. But there will be signs and wonders displayed in the heavens. Christian preachers tell you, don't believe in aliens, but Jesus was an alien. And his kingdom was not of this world. These people fail to tell you what's out there. Your president, your world leaders, your government, even the military knows. There was a secret war. Hear me, there was a secret war already being committed. America love meddling in other people's affairs. These people will never keep their nose clean. And this is why judgment has come. Judgment have come after 6,000 years the devil been on this planet. Judgment has come. Now, brothers and sisters, this cage us in and make just as secure a cage as the literal cage of Europe that the Arab people put the white man in 6,000 years ago. The 4th of July is a day of rejoicing of the white man over his opponents for the Western hemisphere. He wrote his constitution for his own white people and not for his black slave. Since this is his day, which he has set aside for himself, then what part black brothers do you have in this day? Your part is not mixed with his part, in a way of his own white politics and physical independency. But as I call your attention to proud king, history, and what happened to him at the heights of his kingdom, Allah God never destroyed a powerful people, nor deprived them of self-independency. When they was in trouble, or when they was sick with grief, he made them to feel happy. He made them think that they would live forever. So it was with the coming of Allah God and the personal master Allah Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, on his coming to us on the 4th of July, 1930, his presidency meant the destruction of the independency of the white race, especially America, over the black man. Allah God visits the black slave, for he is more in need of help to enjoy freedom himself, since Allah God came for the purpose of bringing self-independency to the black slave. Then his going forth is with justice. We see the Bible, Revelation 19 verse 11, to show Allah God's greatness and power over the slave master and his people. Now Allah God attacks them at the heights of their civilization and at the greatness of their power and strength on the 4th of July, while they worship the greatness of the accomplishment of the black slave is sitting at his feet. As it was with the kings, as it was with Pharaoh, the same is being repeated today. This is Allah God coming on the 4th of July. For 400 years, we have been suffering under the plagues of servitude, slavery, and at the relentless hands of the white slave master over us. Allah God came to give justice and freedom to us and to make us equal members, society of a new, powerful, strong, and wise people of the earth. Ever since that day, we see the 4th of July, 1930 had meant the doom of American domination over the black man of America and the black people of the earth. Ever since that day, America had been falling. America fall is now going on. America refused to break her fall when she could have broken her fall. As the Bible teaches us, Babylon could have been here, but she was not. Jeremiah 51 verse 9. She did not do anything to want such forgiveness. America had been offered the chance for forgiveness, but she refused to accept it, for she never offered to do anything favorable towards her black slave that will make them free of power to rule them. See, black slave went to their death fighting enemy of the white slave master to help America to maintain her independence against forced indomacy. So we see it is we, the black people in America, save America independence. Yes, it's our forefathers went to war. Yeah, they fought Germany, and we defeated Germany. We went to the Philippine Islands and Mexico. We went to Pearl Harbor in Japan, but how many black people died? How many black people blood was spilled into our streets? We helped to save white America Independence Day. We're not going to forget. And see, it don't take an ignorant person to think why white America judgment is here, why the mothership is here. And they had all this time to get it right. 6,000 years the devil been here. They had all this time to get it right. And you mean to tell me they can say God is loving, they can say God is merciful, he's loving. He's a merciful God we serve. He's a loving God. And they teach you to love your neighbor as yourself, but they never did show no desire to love their neighbors as themselves. Now I'm gonna keep it real, man. I'm gonna keep it real, man. We're not gonna water this thing down, man. We're not gonna water it down. like how they watering it down, telling you guys it's drones out there. Don't believe what's out there. There have been multiple eyewitnesses seeing strange sightings, y'all. They've been coming to Congress for over 30 years, and Congress fails to release this kind of information out because they don't want the habit to start happening on our world. This is why we are invaded. This is why we are invaded. Because the evil the devil did 6,000 years on this planet. And now all of a sudden they here revealing themselves. And the governments don't want it, they want to keep this covered, man. They want to keep this a secret. Shoot them down. Let's get rid of them. Shoot. That's the worst thing, man. Shoot them down. Let's get rid of this by shooting them down. You fools. See, the devil, if I was to say, he's an enemy to you and has always been an enemy. Your President Trump, that's finna go into this inauguration on January 20th. The best idea he has, shoot them down. I told y'all in my last video, each plane carry bombs, man. Each of them carry bombs. And it'd be the worst thing that they can do is to shoot them down. When she can produce her own power, when she can go wherever she desires to go. But the worst thing that these people say, shoot them down. They travel through Earth, gravity, 40 miles. They have technology that we don't have today. So the black slave, my brothers and sisters, was not given anything in exchange for his sacrifice. When a dog hunt for a hunter, the hunter master will sometimes share a part of the gain with the dog. The black slave have helped his master to overcome and to put other people under control of his white slave master. The black slave have fought and died around this earth to help this white slave master to conquer those whom the master called his enemy. We help the white man to conquer Cuba and to overcome and subdue Mexico and the Philippine Islands and other places around the earth, and also Japan. How many lives did this black man lose in the Pacific while helping this white man to conquer the people of Japan, who are the brown half-brothers of the black man? The brown race and the yellow race are half-brothers of the black man. Who independency? Now the white man and the black man are both free on this day. The coming of Allah God on this day means the freedom of the black man too. The clear of Allah God coming on this day shows the great wisdom of Allah God. Everywhere the white man may be, even in Europe, the earth belongs to the black man. The earth belongs to the black man. Let us rejoice on this day, the 4th of July. Let us, now I say it again, let us rejoice on the 4th of July.
Welcome back to CBS News 24/7. You see them there
And the coming of Allah God, and the person of Master Fly Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever. Let us enjoy the independence he brought to us, the freedom, justice, and equality. He brought these things to us not by killing off the Red Indians nor any original settlers. Justice and righteousness are used by Allah God. Independency. Independence means to be free of the dominancy of others. It is a very happy feeling for one to enjoy self-freedom. The right race and the Western takes this day of July 4th, 1972 to be a day to worship and remembrance of the achieving independence by the people. Now let's hear what your president have to say. Let's go back. Let's hear. Let's go back one more again. Let's hear what this clown had to say, man. They have no suggestions.
But we're following it closely. So far, no sense of danger.
So let's bring in CBS News national investigative correspondent Tom Hansen. All right, welcome, friend. President-elect Donald Trump, on the other hand, says the military knows what the drones are. Mr. Biden, though, doesn't seem to have that ominous tone. So how do we...
Mr. Biden seems not to have that ominous tone. Let me say, they know what's out there. But the right race and the Western have to conquer the Indians. So they have to steal the land. They have to conquer the land from the Indians who had the independent claim called the present country of America. Now they put in the world on notice. They failed to tell you what's out there. They were trying to shut down the country. To bring, many Americans, not satisfied. We live in amongst the dissatisfaction every day and every hour, a day and night. People, 100%, is dissatisfied. We see the right race and the Western have to conquer the native Indians who had the independent claim called the country of America. Then the right race in America cut off the ties of England and France and became independent holders of this present country called America and the Western Hemisphere. The right race was not satisfied with owning a new country to itself. They wanted the country built up. But we see the right man was afraid to trust himself to build the country up. So he goes to other countries that was uncivilized Africa. From Africa, he took our people as slaves and used us for hard labor purpose. Now, the right race have achieved those desires, and now he have the glorious things that man could enjoy, and that's his freedom. The country of America cannot be said to be the white man's home. But with having the freedom and power to overcome the native Indians of this country, the right race in America takes this day, July 4th, to celebrate the joy and independence of others. As thou hast done, so shall it be done to you. Someone's about to take away your joyful Independence Day. The right race here in America have done the worst to this black people who have helped this white man to build up the country of America and to make it suitable and to bring this joyful independence. The white race in America have angered God due to the evil done to us after 400 years here under this right race. The right race still desire to mistreat and to kill us all day long. The white man hates his black slave, while the black slave should be hating the white man for mistreating the black slave. But the white man makes this black slave to love him so well that when this white man mistreat him, the black slave will not dislike the white man for mistreating him. Now we see the time of God has arrived. The time that our God must separate the black slave and his white slave master and bring freedom to the black slave. So we see the power of our enemies being broken by God and destroying the power of the white man's power to maintain his slave over the whole world. Independence is fine if we can keep and maintain independence. But there is a dark cloud of trouble now springing over the country of America. The dark cloud makes so once freedom of thought and action become instead a freedom of death, hell, and destruction. It is awful to think over the things of evil and the trouble that are coming upon the glorified North America. The poor black slave number now in tens of millions black people never knew anything of the joy of freedom because this victorious enemy, like a young lion, as Daniel gives it in the Bible, has made the black slave a prey to all of this white man's wicked desires. Now there's a dark cloud shouting over the country of America. There's a dark cloud, my brothers and sisters, shouting over America day and night. There are shadow planes that are shouting through America day and night. And why are these planes here? Because they're shadowing thousands of planes shadowing through America day and night. These are the mother planes. 1,500 of these planes shadowing through America day and night. And they don't even know what day is. The U.S. government knows there had been a secret war. Extraterrestrials been captured because there's been a secret war that they failed to tell you. This is why they're here, because there's been a war between alien life and human beings. Listen. Need y'all to listen. They're here to reveal themselves. See, it's not long. It's not long that you have to wait. Because Isaiah 18 verse 1 makes it clear, whom to the land shadow it wings. This means and refer to America, whom to a land shallow it rings. This refers to the planes that's shallowing through America day and night. So it says here, but there is a dark cloud of trouble now springing over the country of America. There is a dark cloud shallowing through America daily. See, the dark cloud will bring the one slave freedom, justice. But they don't want to tell you what this is. The government knows what it is. There had been a secret war on this earth. This is why they are coming back. Military knows what they are. They know that it's going to be a war. They know why the invasion is here. Extraterrestrial life. Now it says, now what do we have to celebrate, my brothers, today? The fact that the white man is enjoying freedom over us. And celebrate this white man's independence. We make a fool out of ourselves. We cannot celebrate his day. The only time that we, the black people, have a day to worship and are able to call a day our day of freedom is when we are free from this white America and free from any other nation and become independency with some of this earth that we can call our own. Then we can say that this is a holiday and freedom day for us. Black sisters and black brothers, let us unite and get together and try and go from that what binds us to others. You see the slavery in Alabama and Mississippi. The white man trichology has always been trumpeted to the world that they are peace lovers. As though they want all people, as they falsely claim, to be free and to live in peace. But they are sitting and crushing between 20 and 30 million black people in America, which they served to slave 100 years ago. Now for 100 years, the slave master children falsely claim that we are free and that they are trying to treat us as free people. It have come to me that in the states of Alabama, we see in the country of Alabama, there are big plantations owned by white people. and the stately White House is set up on hills, enslaved living in the surrounding stocks. These black people work hard for a very small pay. It's said by some that the salary ranged for 25 cents a day to $2.50 a week. Rough clothes to work in are furnished to them. 400 of servitude, slavery. You mean to tell me why nobody have no clue? Why people see they want you to be clueless? After 400 years of servitude, slavery, people don't know why the motherships is here, why people are seeing strange sightings, why are we being invaded? Nah, it's because it's these white people that God is after, man. It's these right race of people who God is after today. I'm not going to sugarcoat it. You know, Biden had break silence. I'm going to read what he says. He breaks silence on drones in the U.S. What he says changed everything. Now, it been uncovered by the U.S. government after drone sighting across the country, and the impact could increase. President Joe Biden had addressed the mysterious drone sighting in New Jersey, saying that there is no sense of danger. This is what he's saying. There's no sense of danger. Now, Andre Carson says they pose a national security threat to all of the secret intelligence. It posed a national security threat. They are showing themselves. They are revealing themselves. They are here. They're not finna come giving people answers. They get ready to sound this alarm, man. The military knows about it. There's been a secret war right here. And the people that are coming and making it, you know what I mean, making to the public, and the governments failed to tell you, and Congress been keeping it a secret for over 30 years, hiding people's information. Because they will, when they come, brothers and sisters, they will bring a habit to our world. And they know this. That's why Trump was telling people, shoot them down. Shoot them down. When you know each plane carry bombs, man. Each of the mother planes carry bombs, man. And they don't have no latest but to tell you they don't pose a threat. This is what the President Biden says. Now, with this kind of attitude, they said, why should it matter? In recent weeks, a wave of drones activity has been reported across New York, New Jersey. Speculation is going over why the number of sightings have increased, where the drones may have come from, who is flying them. Who is flying them? It's a scientist. See, they don't have no knowledge. It's a black scientist that they don't have no knowledge of. They have no knowledge. And see, Master Fard Muhammad, to whom praise are due forever, taught the Honorable Elijah Muhammad about these motherships. The Minister Farrakhan was inside the motherships, and he stated that there's a new Jerusalem. And see, the mothership is like a new human-made planet. It's not the planet that we living in. It's a new human-made planet. But they want to destroy God's creation. They want to be a hindrance, and wanted to destroy God's creation. The devil and his trickology can never destroy God's creation. God is setting up a new world. The old world must be removed. Damn it. We tired living in this old world, living with these lies and false promises where they can fail to tell you. The mother plane today is like a human-made planet. And you're about to find out that ET is present. They want to go to war with it, but if they get close, they will be destroyed instead. The right race know that this is not a plane to be played with. Planes come out of the mother planes. There are 1,500 small planes hovering, flying through our cities. This is true. It's verified in the Bible and Quran. I read Isaiah 18 verse 1, whom to the land shallow with wings. This refers to planes shallowing through America daily. Now, it says in these New York Times, the U.S. is not ready for UFOs, extraterrestrial contact. Now, area phenomena have a potential threat. Security threat needs to be investigated. And many threats it will pose can put the country in serious danger. UFOs pose potential national security threat. Lawmaker warned. Andre Carson on Tuesday warned that UFOs pose a potential national security threat to the U.S. and need to be treated that way. During a highly anticipated hearing with the Pentagon top intelligence officials on UFO sites, they want to lie to y'all. They want to brother this thing on down. Let's see what this man's saying.
The bad news is to-do list. Welcome back to CBS News 24/7. You see them there in the sky yet again. We follow those continued reports of unmanned aircraft sightings all across the eastern part of the United States. Now, President Joe Biden gave his first public remarks on the matter, saying there's really nothing alarming about this. Listen.
Nothing nefarious apparently, but they're checking it all out. I think it's just one. There's a lot of drones authorized up there. I think one started and they all got it. Everybody's wanting to get in the deal. But we're following this closely. So far, no sensitive data.
So let's bring in CBS News national investigative correspondent Tom Hansen. All right, welcome, friend.